Welcome to Go Bears Diecast Workshop, episode 31. Remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. This happens to be a Painted Pink version 2, due to the fact I did an additional casting. The casting that I chose was the 52 Chevy. It's a brand new casting. It's in great shape, but I'm going to change it up. I've already drilled and tapped it. So we're going to take it apart and see what we're working with. If you saw the earlier video of the GMC motorhome, you'll note that I dedicated that one to my sister Karen. Well, the idea actually came from her daughter Kara, who is also a survivor. Now what we're working with here is plastic base, windshield, and the casting itself. And of course I drilled through the bed of the truck, so I'll have to make that repair. But it's a simple fix. So that's what we're working with. Now I've already stripped it. I'm going to go ahead and prep the body for paint. It does have some remnants left, so I'm going to use the dental pick to clean that up. You want to make sure that you don't leave any of the original paint on there. And this one has a lot of crevices and creases where that paint can actually hold on for dear life. Just take your time and get rid of it. If it seems to be too tedious, then I would suggest go ahead and put it back in the stripper and see if you could get the remaining paint off that way. Now I'm going to use a brass wire brush, loosen up some of that paint. Again, I didn't go back to the stripper with it, but I worked on it diligently, taking care of it. Now I'm using my Dremel with the brass wire wheel. I'm going to go over the entire body. Again, the prep work does take some time, but it's well worth it in the end. So when you put your paint on there, it's definitely going to show if you did the prep work. I'll use various tools to clean it up. I won't show you all of them, but I use files and the wire wheel, the brush, steel wool, sandpaper, whatever it takes to prep that body properly. Now I'm satisfied with the prep. I'm going to take it to the paint booth. Start spraying on some Tamiya fine surface primer. Make sure I get a good coat all over it. I'll turn the casting, making sure that I get all sides. Sometimes it's necessary to pick it up so you can make sure you can get all of the crevices and the actual wheel wells. Again, you want a nice even coat. Now I'm using that Laguna blue. I did use that on the GMC motorhome. Had some left over. where I mixed up, so I decided to go with that on this particular casting. Again, I'm just going to freehand the fade in. Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. It's all personal preference of how you want the paint job to look in the end. I'm just inspecting it a little bit to make sure I got the coverage I want. I think it's turning out real nice. Now I'm changing colors. I'm going to start with the pink. Again, this is Createx that I mixed the white with a couple of drops of red. Found the shade that I liked and I went with it. Now I'm turning the casting at different angles, making sure that I get the coverage in the fade line. I wasn't sure how this was going to look, but I like the way it's coming out. Make some final adjustments to the way the paint is faded from blue to pink. Just take your time, and it's your own preference of how it turns out. I'm really liking the way this casting is coming together. This will probably be my final passes. Yes, I'm very happy with the way this is looking. Now we're going to put some 2K clear on there. You guys have seen this probably a million times. I'll just show you a little bit of it. Goes on really nice and shiny. Very high gloss. Here's the final product. Laguna blue and pink. High gloss clear on it. Put the chrome on the headlights, door handles, and the gas caps. Hope you guys like it. I think it turned out really nice. Again, this is my Painted Pink version 2.0, dedicated to my niece, Kara, a breast cancer survivor, and the inspiration behind the GMC motorhome, which was the Painted Pink version 1. Again, make sure that all your female friends and relatives get their mammograms. Breast cancer awareness is very important and near and dear to me. Have a great weekend. See you next week.